So Nick and Bridget are back.
Yeah, early this morning.
Are you going to take those over to their place?
No, they're coming into the office any minute. In fact, so darling, would you run these
Nothing
over
to worry about. It'll be very low key.
Welcome home, darlings.
Mother, you shouldn't have.
Of course I should have. I mean, it's the very least I could have done. It helps the economy. In fact, I should have bought the whole store.
Thank you.
It was more than an innocent kiss?
Oh, come on, this is Steffi we're talking about.
But for Oliver?
Oh, yeah, I mean, she totally pounced on him. Talk about petty. I mean, she can't drive my family out of Forrester, so she hits on the guy I like instead. I mean, not that we're exclusive or anything, but still.
God, what is happening to that girl?
I don't know. I mean, I know there's a thing with Dad, and her sister passed away, so she's got issues, but it can't all be about us.
She is Stephanie's namesake.
Yeah, but lip-locking Oliver, that's her big revenge?
Honey, I know this bothers you, and I'm concerned.
Well, don't be, because I'm not. Oliver doesn't want Steffi. He wants to be with me.
Now Steffi's showing interest in Oliver.
Yeah, but she uses people. I mean, when she wants something, that's what she does.
What does she want with Oliver?
I wish I knew, but whatever it is, she's not going to get it. Hey, Oliver. Interest you in a workout?
This isn't the executive floor.
Nope, sorry. What, are you looking for Hope?
I wanted to give her a preview of the mix I'm bringing tonight.
Oh, yeah, our little pep rally.
Dance.
I can't believe you're actually going to this thing. It's a high school dance. Aren't you a little past that?
It's important to Hope. I'm her date.
That's sweet. You know, the one and only time she'll be queen of the Forrester showroom.
Why do you keep doing that? Taking pot shots at Hope? Come on, Steffi, aren't you a little past that? I thought we came to an understanding.
I thought so, too. Now I'm not so sure.
You haven't blackmailed Brooke. You listened to me and decided not to use the video. Right?
Is that what it was all about for you? Everything that happened. Everything we talked about. The kiss? And the only thing that's on your mind is the video. I opened up to you. I thought we connected.
We did.
Yeah, but the moment Hope walked in, you took off.
She was upset.
She threw a typical Logan fit. That's what they do. Somehow they turn everything around. Up is down, black is white. The Logans are victims and they always get what they want. And you know what? It has to stop.
Using the video isn't the way to do it.
Brooke won't let me expose Bridget's affair. It gives me leverage, okay? So why wouldn't I use it?
Is that what your dad wants? Is that the best thing for business? You know, I don't know a lot about fashion, but I know that people don't like getting hit with a lot of big changes all at once. So you got to ask yourself, what do you want more? To get rid of Logan's or for Forrester Creations to succeed?
Clever and cute. Another interesting argument, Mr. Jones. You know, you're trying really hard to convince me not to use that video. I'm looking forward to seeing how much more convincing you can be.
Well, it's good to have you back.
Thank you very much. Could we just keep this sort of low-key? We just want to get back to work and get our life back to normal.
Right, back to normal. Business as usual.
Steffi only wants one thing, to get the Logans out of her life. Now, I don't know what that has to do with Oliver, but I'm telling you right now, it's not going to happen. Hey, there you are.
Yep, here I am. Speak of the devil.
I know this is difficult after everything you've been through, getting back to reality, and well, we don't want anything to be uncomfortable.
And there's no reason why it should be.
We would just like to focus on each other and our family.
Well, and work. Mustn't forget work. Jackie M could be your oasis.
When you're ready.
But just don't stay away for too long because you're going to be missed.
Thanks. I just need a little more time. But I understand what you're saying. I have a lot to be grateful for.
Well, we all do.
Between work and family, our adorable little Jack. I mean, no matter what's happened, I haven't forgotten how lucky I am. Matter of fact, I have never been more aware of it.
Your ears must be burning.
Yeah, you were talking about me. I'm Oliver.
Very nice to meet you.
You too, Mrs. Forrester.
Ah, that's very sweet of you to take my daughter to the dance tonight.
It's my pleasure.
And obviously, she's told me a few things about you.
All good. Mostly good.
I hope she's told you some good things about me as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Unfortunately, we can't say the same about my stepdaughter, Steffi, can we? Hope told me that you and Steffi shared a little kiss.
Mom.
Look, I'm not saying this to make you feel uncomfortable. And Hope tells me there's really no reason to worry.
There's not. There's not.
I just want you to understand something. My daughters never keep secrets from me. And honesty is very important in our family. I don't think you got that impression when you were talking to Steffi, did you?
Not exactly, no.
Can I give you a little advice?
Yes, ma'am.
You seem like a thoughtful young man, and you haven't let your opinion of Hope or her family be colored by Steffi's animosity or by your sister's unfortunate event, which I'm sorry to hear about, by the way.
Yeah, me too.
You seem to really have a good head on your shoulders, so I want to caution you about Steffi. She hasn't been herself lately, and she's been out of control, so it would really be best if you just steer clear of her for a while. Especially if you're going to be spending time with my lovely, sweet daughter, who I love so much.
You're in a whole lot of pain. You're not thinking straight.
He lied to me, Owen! Nick lied to me!
He didn't lie to you. He didn't tell you everything.
Would you ever do that to me?
It's me about her, Nick. I wouldn't keep anything from him.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you had to deal with me in this mess. I know I'm not your problem. I'm so sorry, Owen.
Bridget, you know how much you mean to me. I'm here for you.
Owen, no.
Just give me a minute, okay?
Obviously, you weren't listening to me.
I was listening. I heard you. We're lucky. Yeah, we're very lucky, but it's obvious you have not gotten past what's happened. Come on, you didn't want to come in here today, did you? You didn't want to come in here because you were afraid it was going to be too awkward.
It is awkward,
It's
Owen.
because you are allowing it to be. All right, and your husband might pick up on that. Come on, what if Nick starts asking himself, why does my wife suddenly not want to come to work, and why is she always acting so tense around Owen?
This is what makes me tense, Owen.
Bridget, we work together. We're going to have to talk.
Well, not about this.
Listen to me, you are beating yourself up. You allowed yourself to be comforted during a devastating tragedy. That's all it was.
Let's talk.
You don't want to do that.
Yes, I do. I have a lot to say to you.
Be careful, Brooke.
Balloons, my God, Mother.
Didn't seem like quite enough.
Thank God you cut the horns and the confetti. Thank you.
Bridget seemed to appreciate it.
I'm sure she did. Thank you for that.
Your time away seems to have helped.
I don't know, maybe we came back too soon.
She seems all right. I mean, she's a bit subdued, but that's to be expected.
When she gets quiet, that's when I worry. That's when I want to go back to that night at the hospital when she took off like that and everything went so wrong so fast. As painful as it was to lose another child, if I ever lost Bridget, I think it might kill me.
I had sex with my mother-in-law's husband. How could I do that?
You were out of your mind with grief.
That's no excuse.
Listen to me. You weren't thinking. I was not thinking. I just saw a woman that I care about in so much pain that
I thought we could just stop talking about this and put it behind us.
It's obvious that you can't do that.
Well, I'm going to have to try a little harder.
Maybe you need to start looking at this differently. You know what? Maybe you need to look at what brought us together. It wasn't longing. It wasn't lust. It was something deeper than that. Bridget, you and I both know what it feels like to want children so badly and then suddenly be told that it's never going to happen. That's a huge loss. And I'm not trying to compare my pain to yours. I'm just trying to tell you that I sympathize. And that's all I was feeling was sympathy when I took you out to the beach house.
Sympathy.
Sympathy, yes. That was so powerful that for a moment it eclipsed everything else. And you tell me, what is so terrible about that?
You know, I really don't tell my mom everything.
It's okay.
Really, she just said that to make a point.
I get it.
It's just, I was mad and I was just spouting off. Well, but not at you. I mean, I was mad at Steffi and her whole revenge thing. I mean, she's trying to force us out of the company, but she's not going to be able to, so I don't know what her point is except to make us all miserable.
Hey, the queen can't be all upset on her big day. Come on, forget about Steffi. Tell me, what can I do to put a smile on that face?
So, you want to talk?
You are putting all of your energy into hurting me and my family, and you don't even realize the pain that you're causing yourself.
The only pain I feel is the knot in my stomach knowing you still have a say on how this company is run.
Do you hear yourself? The edge in your voice? The lack of compassion? This isn't you, Steffi.
Don't pretend you know me. You don't know anyone as well as you think you do.
I know you're a sensitive girl. I know that you're still hurting because Rich and I are still together. You see him having a relationship with Hope and RJ, and you feel cheated.
Because I have been cheated. I know what it feels like to have something taken away from you. Something that is yours. Something that's a part of your soul. So now, my dad has the company back. But I don't really have my father.
No, that's not true. He loves you and he adores you. And you don't need to prove yourself to him. Or to any of us. Please, let's just end this feud.
To you, it's a feud. To me, it's justice.
I see. Is that why you keep going after my daughter's boyfriend? Hope told me about the kiss that you shared with Oliver. She doesn't really think that you're interested in him. Hope just thinks you're using him. And actually, so do I. Stay away from Hope.
Or what? What are you gonna do?
Just know this. There's nothing I won't do to protect my daughter.
Oh, I know.
You got rid of Katie. You got rid of Bill. Do you really think you're going to get rid of me, too?
Keep pushing me, Brooke. And we'll see. We'll see.
You and Bridget will be fine. I mean, yes, things are a little uneasy right now because you're working your way through a crisis, but she loves you and you love her and you're committed to each other and there's nothing that can pull you apart.
You don't think it's dumb, the whole queen thing?
Dumb? Heck no. You're high school royalty.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's high school.
This is a big night for you. Something you'll always remember. I'm just glad I'll be there with you.
Thank you, Oliver.
For what?
Being my date. I'm excited.
Enjoy it while you can, Hope. Oliver will not be going to your silly dance tonight. No way.
I love my husband, Owen. What happened between us was so wrong.
And I love my wife. My marriage is the most important thing in the world to me. I do nothing to jeopardize that. I mean, you're so riddled with guilt. You think that this has got to be ugly when it wasn't ugly,
Yes,
okay?
it was, Owen. It was ugly, and I was feeling ugly. You might have been feeling sympathy that night, but I wasn't. I wasn't feeling sympathy for anyone. Not for Nick, not for Agnes, not even for myself. What I was that night was furious. Absolutely furious. Nick promised me that he wasn't going to hide anything else from me again. And then here we go with these little secrets. I'm so sick of secrets and betrayal. I don't know why people feel like they need to protect me from the truth. You know, that night I was obviously grieving the loss of the baby, but I think I was grieving for myself too. For all the times that I'd been let down and all the times that I'd been lied to. That night, Nick was the one that was let down. By me. And now I'm lying to him. I so desperately want to tell him the truth, but God, if it was with anyone else but you, I would tell him, but I can't. Our entire lives would be torn apart. And I can't do that, and I can't make it right. Somehow I'm just going to have to figure out a way to live with it.
No. Listen to me. We can make this work. We've got to make this work.
Hey. What's going on?